Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know. Apologize. Hey, if I'm a little bit zoomed in, you know, we on the road, boys. We're on the road, working with your boy, but the market never sleeps, so neither should we. So here we are. Hopefully, you know, the mic works crisp. We have the setup here, the mobile setup, because we grinding our way to success, guys. Here we are. The cards never sleep. These prices are going bonkers. I had Fiend Smith's track, you know, and Mo Charmy, the CRs pulled up to talk with you guys, but I mean, they've already started spiking up. You know, here at the event at Houston, you know, people are looking for CR Perulias left and right. The card looks clean cut, fresh off the press, just like the channel. And then Fiend Smith's track, thanks to people still using the engine heading into that season. People want, you know, the best of the best, the max rarity, the highest rarity, and in this case, the quarter century secret rare Fiend Smith track is taking over, guys. This card was Fitty Bones, quarter century secret rare. People were scared, panic selling. The card used to be close to triple digits, actually above triple digits, as you can see here with the high sale price. And then volume came in, massive volume candles. Why? Because people are speculating, you know, that again, that if Fiend Smith gets hit, Engraver is going to be maybe a slap in the wrist and it'll be that card, but people will still be able to find a way you know, to get access to the engine. Why? Because of the reprint, the Stampede reprint. People feel, even if, you know, apart from the banlist implication, if Fiend Smith does Engraver doesn't get banned, which we don't think is going to happen, people expect, you know, that they're going to need the other pieces. And again, Stampede not reprinting these pieces, then it gives cause to pause, and then people start speculating. It's like, is track coming maybe in the tins? Maybe they also skip Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. So as people starts to speculate, guys, that's when we get, you know, these price spikes. And again, hopefully, you know, the mic is not too loud. I apologize. You know, just lower the volume a little bit, maybe. You know, we on the road, but here we are working with you guys. So guys, the whole point is, again, we got tracked here. We got tracked quarter century secret rare. You only have a couple left in the markets, and honestly, these prices are not that bad. These prices are not that bad currently, guys. As we can see here, you know, 4 listings only. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. Again, if you can catch this, if by the time you're watching you need this card, you want the max rarity, because the secret rare is already pumping up, you know, you might as well get the quarter century secret rare before they hit triple digits and go bonkers. That's what I'd be doing right now. Honestly, if I was a betting man, that's what I'd be doing right now. Let me know what you guys think. And again, CR Perulia, same deal. If you go to the price here, you see the V-shaped recovery off the $45 lows. We can see that the card is pushing 60s, 6 listings only. You do have a 10 wall of China. Hopefully this is still here by the time you're watching this video. You know, because it quickly goes to 80s and 90s in triple digits, 1 page only. And we've been a proponent of picking up your Perulias, especially after knowing that this card is not coming in Stampede, is not getting double dipped. You know, we were the proponent of you guys picking up this card again, because the CR is a perfect min-max rarity. And honestly, for the price, like, I prefer these. I wouldn't be buying the Ultras. I wouldn't be buying the Secrets, OGs. I would be getting these CRs look clean, honestly. But that's just me. You know, some people are going to prefer the first set OG. Secret rares, it is what it is. You do as you must. But definitely make those considerations before this card becomes triple digits, guys. Insanity. What's going on in the markets? People reacting to the Stampede, either reprints or non-reprints, guys. As we've been discussing, you know, this week after the news, just cards you should be picking up. And today we're going to follow up on that, mainly focusing on you'll see on the tins. No one's paying attention to the tins right now. That's when we come in. When they forget, we remember. You know, we pay attention to what no one's looking at, and that's why you're here, and that's why you're gonna subscribe, guys. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in. It'll be gladly appreciated. Don't forget, link in the description down below. Come over here, track these cards as we continue to talk about them today. If you need to make any purchases today, you know, we're recommending cards that you could consider buying, you know, in this gap zone between the Stampede coming out and the ban list that might come out actually later this week. And your boys here in YCS Houston. Shout out to the new subscribers, people coming up, signing cards, saying hi, man. Community's amazing. Love it. Always come up and say hi. Always. If you see me, you know, some people are timid and stuff. I get it. But nah, man, just come say hi to your boy. You know, your boy don't bite. You know, we catch up, we talk, chit chat. Community's amazing. Shout out to Togi, man, and his crew. I'm staying with your boy Togi, member of the channel. That's my guy, man. Togi's amazing. You know, it's been hella fun with these boys, man, out here. YCS Houston, H-Town, man. We living it up, man. We living it up, guys. Again, don't forget we have you know, giveaways, guys, over here in the Discord. Let's get this to 200. We need more people participating. Give yourself a shot. Link in the description down below, or come here. The Linktree link works for sure. Make sure you get exposure right here. Don't forget also about our fresh off the sessions if you're interested in that, and also if you want to join the team right here, we have posts also in the Discord just in case you want more details and to stay more informed. And shout out to the Discord, man. We're at 996. Let's get 4 more Billy Bobs in here, man. It's insane. 1K. 1K people in here, that's wild, man. And the Discord is popping, it's hot, fresh off the press, just like the channel. Don't miss out. We have Mitsubushi rituals, guys. Again, in this episode, and I hit H-Town. You know, we went to the venue. It's Friday. You know, we had a good time, and you know, mind you, I need to record this tonight because you know tomorrow the whole day I'm gonna be at the venue. So. It is what it is. Yeah, so don't be surprised. I've done it in the past. Sometimes I just need to record the day before, but usually most of the information stays relevant during that 24-hour gap zone, you know, or day cycle. So no worries, guys. So again, we have Mitsubushi Ritual. I was on the floor, and this was just, excuse me, today, Friday, but tomorrow, Saturday, and throughout the weekend, this card is hot. People picking this card up, people expecting, you know, the new support, people getting ready, guys. So again, you need to get ready too, of course. We were telling you guys to get ready at 10s, 11s. That's fine. Sometimes you miss the boat, but you got to make the boat come to you compared to future prices. So again, yeah, now it hurts. It hurts coming in, you know, knowing that the card was 11s and now spiking up to 20s. And you're here 79 listings. You see this card at 1920 bones. It hurts. It hurts. You see the volume candle. You're like, damn, am I really buying close to a 2x move? Yes. You know, sometimes you miss it, man. So I've done it in the past, and that's fine. Now, when these moves happen, how likely is it to 2x from here? You know, it's kind of hard. Could I see this Ultra at 40s? It's possible. But 30s would be that price. You know, if they tell me, Jay, how high you think Mitsubushi Ritual is going? I'd say 30s. I'd keep that in mind. If you need the card and you're going to play the card and you don't feel like paying 30 bones, then pay 20. You know, so again, that's what I'd be doing. Not to say that we can't retrace back down to 15s, back down to the mean people taking that 2x profit. Definitely possible. But again, if you need these to play, especially you want to pick these up, I expect in the next month for this card to get hot as we enter, you know, the Mitsubushi new support. You know, I expect this card to get hot as well as a White Forest cards, as well as people look forward to new support, regardless if it's going to be good or not, if it's going to break the meta or not. Regardless, people already know in YCS Orlando, just with a couple of Mitsubushi cards, people were already topping. Imagine with new actual support, guys. Definitely a card to keep in mind. If I would be buying cards now after the Stampede reprints, but before the ban list, mind you, at the time of recording and throughout this weekend, no ban list release. You know, we expect on Sunday for that to be a splash at the end of YCS Houston. I look forward to it. I'm gonna be here, and then, you know, the next day probably, or maybe on Tuesday, because I fly back on Monday, we'll cover the ban list. You know, that's the bad thing. You know, I'm like, yo, hopefully it happens when I'm here. But then if I'm here, I can't cover it in an immediate fashion. So that's unfortunate. But the same thing happened at Anaheim. It is what it is. And we'll continue to cover the post-ban list moves here. So you want to make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe, guys. So again, as after the Stampede announcements, and before the ban list, I would just be buying cards, again, from Supreme Darkness and the Tins. Mainly, that's what we're going to focus on today, and obviously from Bonanza. You know, but Bonanza, we'll do it next week, post-ban list. We'll be telling you cards what to buy from Bonanza, so stay tuned for that. But again, for now, Supreme Darkness, the Tins, and Bonanza, those would be the 3 sets. If I'm like, yo, I got some spare change, I need to wait a week for Stampede, you know, I don't know what's coming out on the ban list, what can I buy right now? Those are the sets that I'd be focusing on. Make sure you don't miss out. Cards like Mo Charming Meows. Again, we told you this is the W-shaped recovery, man. No one else is paying attention to this information. Here, Mo Charming Meows. Look at that. W-shaped recovery from the lows. Spiking up from... and it went as low as in the 30s, guys. Spiking up here. The card is at around 40s. Again, if you need this card, yeah, maybe you miss 35s. Maybe you miss, you know, 37s, 40s. But... don't let this $42 card become 50s on you. Don't let it come a 50-piece wings. You come in here, you get exposure, guys, before it's 50 bones. You know, this card is just too good. It's too great. It came in Supreme Darkness, man. It came in Suda. You know what I mean? You mean what I know. So you want to get exposure at the lower end. You miss the 30s, don't miss the 40s. You don't want to come back down the line. Again, this just came out, secret rare, core set secret. You know, hard to get, getting more scarce as we move into Alliance Insight. Don't forget about this card. Then we have a Bow Q, the Lightless Shadow, guys. I already picked one up today, and I didn't even trade much. But again, if I see these at 20s, I'm gonna pick these up, man. I've been telling you guys, this card, look, 19s, 20s, guys, this card is at all-time lows right now. We refresh. Yeah, look at that, 21s, guys. Don't let this be a 30 piece plus on you. Look, you're literally, if you buy now, you're buying the lows. I'm not drawing right now on the charts because, you know, kind of hard to pull up the snippet. Don't want to mess the setup up. But guys, look, as you can see here, you're buying the lows. If you're buying down here, you're buying the lows, the blood in the streets, the lack of interest, guys. That's what you want to buy. A core, our latest core set secret rare card that everyone, I was seeing people playing today, like play testing. Everyone has this card. So yeah, you could be like, okay, everyone has it, you know, so it's going to maintain the low price. Yeah, but there's people that as the meta shifts, and if there's a ban list, they might rush in and need this card. So you want to be early. You want to get exposure at 20 to 21s. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out. I already picked up one. I'm going to be looking at least for 2 more just to get exposure, get a play set, and watch this $20 card become 40 to 50s. The game is that easy. Man, hopefully the mic is working well, man. Hopefully. I mean, hopefully it ain't too loud. You know, probably my voice is a bit louder than usual because of the filter and things of that nature. But, you know, I'm talking a little bit farther. Hopefully that helps, guys. We have Amy no Murakumo. Yes, maybe so. No, Mitsuburi from Suda. Again, this ultra rare has been consolidating just above 2s. And look, you have a couple here at 2s and some change, and then it quickly goes to 3s and beyond, guys. So again, don't let this be a 5-piece on you. If you can get this at 250s, you could be up 2x without even noticing. Literally, you could be up 2x without even noticing, guys. You want to make sure you get exposure to a card like this, because if you get new support, people are going to go back and they need this piece for the engine. So again, the game is that easy. If you're looking to buy cards, I would be looking at picking up cards like these. You know, that they're bumping up a little bit, the spell ready spike, okay, but this little piece can become a big piece. Don't let this $250 card go 5, 750s, or even in a crazy world become double digits. Not to say that it's likely, but don't let it at least 2x on you, guys. You want to be early and you want to get exposure to cheap, penny stonkish cards like these. Easy money down the line. We have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel again. People waiting on the ban. Let's see if Blue Eye's going to get better, was going to get hit, this, that, and the third. But again, if you need to play Primite and you want to play during the gap zone between now and Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, again, you want to be picking this card up now, honestly. You know, at around 25, sure, could it go down to 24, 23 to 20s? Anything is possible. But again, with cards like these, it's not about timing the low, but buying close to the low. And again, at around 25s, after the retracement, major retracement back down to the mean from 45s, around 50s, all the way back down 50%. If you're a person looking for this card, you buy it now. It's as simple as that. If you're looking for the card, you buy it now at around 25, 26s. You know, don't be that guy coming back at 40s. Don't do that. You know, especially if you need it to play. Don't do that. You want to save money. Again, sure, you buy it now, maybe it goes down $5. Yeah, but you hold, you play, you're in early, you know, even as an investment. If you need exposure, I think this is a great card to consider. Right now, we have LZ Azamina, the White Forest. Again, guys, this card continues to make just new lows, guys, right here. But again, at around 10s, 15s was our first target. You know that if you buy this card, you get the copy or copies you need, you're good. But 10s, that's the stretch mark right there, man. That's the stretch mark at around 10s right here. Don't let this go back up to 15s. Excuse me, guys. 94 listings. As we can see here, guys, secret rare from Suda. White Force Azamina is coming along into the meta post Alliance Insight. So again, I won't stop talking about this latest core set secret rare. You don't want to miss out, guys. Then we have Evil Hero Dead End Prison, guys. This secret rare, I continue to like it. You know, we were saying, guys, 5s, that's the target for this card. We hit it. and now we're at 550s, but after those 6, it does go to 6s and beyond. So again 66 listings. You have the potential for a 45% move right here, guys. Not a 45% move. What is that, like an 85% move or 90%? I'm bad at math. You guys get it. Almost a 2x if it hits 10s down the line as a hero card, secret rare from same set. So again, cards like these, no one's paying attention to these cards. You see them in binders. People are like, oh, hero players already got him. No one cares about this card. It's not breaking into the meta, yada, yada, yada. Support. If it gets new support announced, this thing will spike up like crazy just off speculation, guys. Again, and hype. It always happens. So again, you want to have them early so you can sell to them hero billies. Billy heroes, guys. Again, you want to make sure that you're early, guys, right here. You know, again, get exposure. I got my playset. And I'm happy. $15 in, hopefully 30 plus out. You know, 30 plus out. The game is that easy. We have Clockwork Knight and ultra rare. Again, you know, card was it says here buck and some change, $2, went up to almost 5s, and now it's at around 3s and some change. Look at that, $10 a place at 11 post-tax, not bad. 37 listings. You come in here, you get exposure, guys. Not bad at all. I really like this one. I like this one. I do, because after these 8, it quickly goes to 5 bones and beyond. So again, machine support. A lot of people love machines, Cyber Dragon, things of that nature. So again, don't let this ultra 2x from here go to 750s. Don't do that. You need the card. You come in early, even as an investment. I really do like this ultra rare. Yes, it was cheaper, but compared to future prices, this might be a bargain that you definitely want to be considering. Then we have Argo Stars Glorious Adra. You see this card. It was a 350s, went up to 840s, almost 10s, and then retraced back down to the mean of 5s. And look, 72 listings. You might see like, oh, Jay, it's 350. That's just a couple of one-ups, and then it's 5 bones and beyond. So again, don't sleep on the secret rare. I believe this is the last chance. This is the last retracement back down to the mean that might last the next week or two as we get closer to Post Alliance Insight and the release of likely new support for this deck archetype, and then this becomes a double-digit card. The game is that easy. We have Divine Golden Shadow Dragon. I'm always talking about this card because as an ultra rare, I believe is underrated. You know, you're like, Galaxy, Tachyon, they're not doing anything in the meta. Yeah, but these rank 8s, they're generic. Rank 8s, of course, you see the adding part, but yeah, I mean, Tachyon is a Tachyon card, you know, 7th, where is it, man? The new one from Maze Master, again, the one that costs $50. Again, this is a Tachyon card. Can that rank 8 search it? Most likely. You know, right here we see it, yeah, 7 Tachyon. So again, I assume this is a Tachyon card, obviously based on the name. So again, this rank 8. Of course, to make these rank 8s usually is inside the deck to then search the spell. But again, if you're playing Blue Eyes, you never know, man. You never know. Or just if you can make this monster, again, and it's not about you, but maybe Galaxy Eyes players, Photon players, you know, they keep needing this card. And then this ultra rare. Look at that beautiful chart, man. Look at that volume just curving, not just crashing down, but curving, consolidating. Price not going below a Billy. Of course, you see the occasional one-ups, but I mean like Matt, like the Walls of China holding strong. You don't see this a lot, man. Yeah, everyone cracked open Maze Master. I haven't seen this card in person. You don't see these in binders. You don't see these anywhere. So again, don't take these for granted. I love focusing and honing in on penny stocks like these. If you have the itch before Stampede, you need to wait a week, and you're like, yo, what should I buy? Make smart moves. Just buy cards like these that in the future they're bound to go up in price, because who knows when and if a card like this would even get reprinted. We have Singularity Fiend again from Maze of the Master. I'm gonna continue to talk about this card anywhere from 1 to 2 times per week, as long as Maze of the Master is a fresh set, obviously, because again, this secret rare, clean. Secret rares are hard to get compared, you know, to ultras and the other rares inside Maze of the Master. So again, don't take this for granted. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't come in, look, same deal. Volume is curving into the lows, same as price action at $1 billion some change. Again, when you make a purchase like this, it's not in this case short term or in an immediate purchase, in the sense like, oh, I purchase it now, it's gonna be $3, you know, next week, and I'll be up 2x. No, you see these Walls of China, the supply is here, but don't take that for granted. Do not take this for granted, guys. You want to make sure that you get exposure to a card like these if you see it in a trade binder like today. I saw it in a trade binder and I picked it up. picked it up for $1 and some change. Just picked it up, then throw it in a binder, in a, you know, an investment box of cards or whatever. Come back one day and this is up 3x and it's a $5 card. The game is that easy. It happens time and time again in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Sword Soul of Moye. Actually, I don't have this card, and I believe this is one of the super rares that now they're readily available. Moye, supers, everyone's cracking open Maze of the Master, everyone chasing 7 Tachyon, everyone has this card. But again, I believe this one, it'll be money in the future. It'll be money in the future. And as you can see, the walls are still at quarters. I just don't see these. I wish I could pick them up, but one of these days I'll have to make an order, make sure I get exposure before the card, you know, becomes 3 for $1, and then 2 for $1, and then eventually maybe a Billy a pop. So again, this clean super rare. Jay, but I'm not playing Sword Soul. That's fine. You sell to Sword Soul Billies, man. Later on down the line, new people, oh, I want to play Sword Soul. They should have been picking it up today. They forget, you remember, and you get rewarded down the line. Again, Maze of Master, I would be focusing on, you know, Supreme Darkness, Maze of Master, and then we're going to get into the tins just a bit. But we have, again, Spirit with Eyes of Blue. I love this card, not just because it's a Blue Eyes card, not just because it came in the structure deck, but again, it has further utility into the future, and that is the key. People take cards like these for granted all the time. I'm not saying that this 31-cent card that has 1 million, you know, copies in the market is actually only 60 listings, but you have massive walls in China, is going to be $1 overnight. That's not the point. But again, I saw this in an extra deck somewhere. You guys would know more than me. Like, I don't know if it was Dragon Tales or I doubt it's K9. You know, I saw it in one of those future decks. I saw this the Air 1. I saw this card. I'm like, So again, just because right now everyone attaches this card only to Blue Eyes, don't make that mistake. It says generically 1 level 4 lower dragon or spellcaster monster. Guys, don't take this cheap card for granted. You pick these up if you see them in binders, or you come in here, you add a couple of these to the order. It's consolidating. Don't take this for granted. Look, you can get $1, buys you 3. A playset for 3 bones. I'm sorry, for 1 bone. A Billy, a bean, a buck, a bone, $1. For 3 for a playset, man, you can't make this stuff up. It quickly goes up to 36 cents. It's just still cheap, man. Don't take just because, oh, walls of China. Nah, man, you come in, that's good. It gives you guys time to accumulate. Look, as you can see, every 48 hours, hundreds of copies are being sold. Don't miss out on such a great investment opportunity. Then we have Infinite Impermanence, man. I'm gonna continue talking about these commons, and you have Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Now at least we know we're getting Feed Ash, so that could affect the price of the common for now. But at the end of the day, common has kept going up. We're at 2s and some change. Don't let this be a $5 common down the line. That's all I gotta say. If you need this card, you come in soon before the card continues going up. Same as Imper, man. This card, crazy. These commons just continue to V-shape recover. They haven't gone down in price. They haven't retraced back down to the mean. You have a couple that in the mid 3s, but then after that, quickly goes to 4s with the walls down here, guys. So again, 44 listings. Imper, man. Literally, Imper. I don't know what else to say. Impermanence, man. Infinite Impermanence. What we've been saying for over a month, you know, as we were heading into the structure deck to pick these up. You know, I got like 15 of these. I won't lie, I wanted more. Wanted like stacks and stacks, but I was waiting just to see for Stampede, you know, if it would get an alternate art. And actually, you know, the common is getting up there, $4 or $5 soon, man. Crazy. You know, I wanted these at $2.50s maybe, but now it's kind of a stretch. So I got what I got. And in the meantime, I trade for these, like, you know, at the event, at events, locals, things of that nature, and just live with the results. But regardless, get exposure. It's impermanence, man. It's a staple. Staples are currency. Like, this is the easiest money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Jay, I'm building a binder. What should I be doing now? What should I be picking up? What should I be buying? Stampede is around the corner. If you got the extra couple of shekels, Billies, you know, you got exposure to staples like these, man. Oh, it's a common. It's not even holographic. Don't matter, man. Before this common reprint, all prints of imprims, including the commons, previous commons, were like 7-8 bones. So again, take advantage of this one. It's like cheating. It's like buying 50% off just because this common will most likely be $7 to $8 as well until the next imprint reprint. The game is that easy. And then we have Bonanza, guys. Before we get into the tins, just wanted to highlight, you know, the secret rares. This is the perfect min-max rarity. You know, I'm not going to go over these cards because, you know, it would just take too much time. And again, being on the road, you know, the market watches, I want them to be just a bit more shorter so we can get through and cover the tins today. But next week, you know, once we get the ban list, then we'll revisit Bonanza. Because again, let's say Bonfire gets hit. and I'm like, yo, buy Bonfires right now. But then if it doesn't get hit, and then we can come back and revisit Bonfire's price, for example. So again, but I wanted to highlight, not Bonfire, but just in general, if you're looking to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards right now, and again, as we get ready for Stampede, you got that Rarity collection itch, go back to Bonanza, man. There's clean secret rares and alternative rarities inside this set. You don't want to forget about Bonanza. Great time to be buying Bonanza because it'll get harder to get. People are going to be focusing on Stampede, you know, and again, we say, yeah, the set could have been better and this and that. Yeah, of course. But there's also great cards, you know, that all of us want. You know, one card or another, and we're going to be focusing on that. Most people are going to move on from Bonanza, and before you move on, you want to make sure that you finish, you know, your play sets or the cards that you want or that you need. Don't forget about such an amazing set. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here, check out all our tools, links, and resources. Don't forget, you got a $15 off over there on Whatnot. Not 15%, $15 off. Make sure you guys don't miss out. Take advantage of that. And again, we're on the road, so I don't have the giveaway cards on me, but we got Dominus Purges, we got Blue Eyes from the Tins, play sets, and the Starlight Rare, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, all of that at 8.5K. We're currently on our way. You know, probably tomorrow we're going to be at 8.3K as we convert some new Billy Bonds from here in H-Town, guys. So you don't want to miss out. We're going to get to 8.5K even sooner. You want to make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like this video on the way in so you can participate in our channel giveaways. Don't miss out, guys. Don't miss out, guys. And none of this content is official. Financial advice is for entertainment purposes only. If you're 26 minutes in, I purposefully, man, I can't even talk, left the tins for the latter part of the market watches. Most people, they might see it like, yeah, that's good. I already saw the first half, Mitsubitis and Mo Charming Meows and Supreme Darkness. That's it. That's all I'm interested in. But the OGs, the true ones, the people that stick through, they get rewarded. Why? Because the early bird gets the worm. You know what I mean? As long as you're not a Billy Bird, you're good. So again, the whole point is that the tins, man. No one's looking at the tins right now. Jay, calm down. Yo, no one's looking at the tins right now. No one. And if they are, they're only looking at what cards? They're only looking at Chaos Angel, and they're only looking again from the latest tin, and then they're only looking at Bestials and Fenrir from and Imsetis. Well, Imseti was from the latest one, right? I think so, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. But those are the cards that people are looking at: Imsetis, Chaos Angel, Bestials, and Fenrir, either from this year's tin or the 2023 tins. But again, I want to focus in this past year's tins. Don't gloss over these cards. No one's looking at King Sarcophagus. People just Imseti. They forget that this card, Imseti works with Sarcophagus. And this card is not coming in Stampede. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? This card is not coming in Stampede. So again, what do you want to do? You want to make sure you get exposure. This Prismatic Secret Rare, as you can see here, guys, let's scroll down. Look, just consolidating here between 4 and 5s. Don't let this be 750s to 10 on you. Excuse me, guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want to let this be 5s, 7s, 8s, 68 listings, 7 pages only. These are the cards that I want to recommend and suggest post quarter century Secret Rare Stampede. Knowing what's coming and what's not. Cards like these is where I would be focusing my attention to, not just with MSTTV, but also the side piece. The side piece. If you know what I mean, you mean what I know. Hey, you like side pieces? You got to pick them up, man. King Sarcophagus, don't miss out. This is a great Prismatic that no one's paying attention to right now. That's why we're here. And we hone in and focus on a card like this because it goes with MSTTV that did not come in Stampede either. So again, until maybe Monster Mayhem, that's most likely when you can see some Horus cards because they already got 10 reprints. So cards that already got 10 reprints, we can't expect them in this year's tins. For example, most likely they'll be coming in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. They just skipped a reprint set and they'll give us cards, like Bestials and Fenrir and this card, for example. So we'll see what happens. Then we have Mind Castling, guys. This card, again, don't forget that Psychics are getting support. The Yu-Gi-Verse and the Yu-Gi-Oh community, everyone forgot that this card is getting, not that this card is getting reprinted, that Psychics are getting support. People forgot already. They're focusing on Stampede, a ban list, and the meta, and this and that, and the third. And people forget that this card is set to receive support indirectly via Psychics. This is a Prismatic secret with a hard pull rate that it's a psychic monster and it's actually good. Switch controls of those monsters broken. Level 6. Guys, don't sleep on this card. You know, you can see the volume candles that is validating what I'm saying. Those are the buy signals that no one's paying attention to. But that's why you're here. If you don't have this card, you get it now. Look at that. The walls are at 70 cents. 70 to 80 cent shekels, man. Shekels to billies. Penny stocks. That's what I love, man. Multiples, 2x, 3x. Card going from 70 cents to $1.50, 2x. And then from there, keep going up to 2 bones, 3x. And then by the time you know it, you're up 5x, and the game was that easy. Prismatic secret rares like these from the tins that no one's looking at. You want to be looking at it. You want to be getting exposure. Don't let Billy Bob come in and push this card's price too high on you. We have Bestial Dissipator. Again, Bestials didn't get reprinted. Wild in Stampede. So what do? You get your copy. You need this card. You see the Bonanza of China. Don't let this card be a 15 piece on you. Oh, Jay, but it's always been 11, 12s. It's been cheap. No one's playing Dissipator. Okay, that's true. But you never know, man. You never know. It doesn't hurt to get your one of, especially because it didn't get reprinted, at least for the Gap Zone. From now until Monster Mayhem, especially if you need it. So again, you can see the volume here coming in. Post Stampede reprints, knowing that it's not coming, guys. 47 listings, you have a wall of China, but after that, quickly goes to 13s after another wall there. So don't let this be a 15 piece on you. That's all I gotta say. You do as you must with a card like that. And then we have Scapegoat, guys. We have Scapegoat. Insane that we were talking about this card in our live stream this week. Insane. Shout out to Andrew, member of the channel. You know, he was like, guys, what card we buying today? Just in the sense of an opportunity. You know, again, people get things twisted, and I always talk about that. You know, if you're a scalper or you're scummy, it means that you don't make your moves public. Like, it's that simple. You don't make them public. You quietly, maybe you yourself, maybe a group of 2 or 3, yo, let's do this, let's do that. That's what you don't do. Like targeted buyouts between a small group of people, you don't do that. But if you tell the masses, then that's not scummy. You scalping who? You telling everyone. You're telling everyone to get on the boat, to give everyone the same opportunity to participate, in this case, in a card like Scapegoat, quarter century secret rare from the tins. You know, not max rarity, but a lot of people consider quarter century max rarity in a way if there's no starlight or ghosts and things of that nature. So again, to me it's ulti, but you know, hey, at $1, we came in and we cost these candles, bro. Yo, that was insane. We had 100+ people on the live stream, and Andrew, man, every week he's like, what we buying? You know, last week was Tyrant Dragon, this week was Scapegoat. We'll see what he pops up with next week. But I just think these are great long-term pickups, you know? And it was around 89 cents, and now the card is $1, but really? Yo, the walls are at 2 bones. That's crazy, man. That's insane. 65 listings. The same happened with Tyrant Dragon. I imagine these stores, man, everything's normal, and then they get like 250 orders overnight, like of one card. Oh man, you can't make this stuff up, man. I always explain integrity and transparency at its finest. Is there people that twist stuff and misrepresent stuff? Nah, man. We just see a card like this is an opportunity. Hopefully you guys get in, you know, and it's a card that's not like, oh, you bought it and now you're talking about. We've been talking about Scapegoat forever, guys. So again, at $1, the card is that cheap. It always had the walls of China, but them walls sometimes they gotta go down. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? Hey, we got Dino Wrestler Bankrupt Tops. Great card to pick up right now. Great card. Why? Dinos. We already saw OV Raptor. We already saw Conductor coming in and having their quarter centuries and them PCRs, PSRs, PURs, all them Ps and all them Rs. So if there's people getting quarter century OV Raptors, Conductors, and just any other Dino prints, what do you think they're gonna get do when they see Pankratops quarter century and they need 2 of these? Or 3. Is Pankratops at 3 already? But however much amount, they're gonna come back rushing in and they're like, oh my god, this already has a quarter century. And look, the volume you cannot make this stuff up, man. Let's drink to that, man. We in H-Town. Let's drink to that, man. We just got to drink to that. H2O. Why? Because look at that. As we speak, we can see the buy candle right here, the largest 3-month candle in the last 90 days. Look at that. Card was a $1.50, and then curving up here, you can see to a $1.76, and here we are. You still have an opportunity. Walls of China at a buck and some change right here. Literally 108 listings. Card is readily available. Don't let this W-shaped recovery pan through, go through, pan out. Don't do that. You come in now at $1 billion some change, $5 a playset, 5 bones, and then you sell one at 5s down the line up 3x. The game is literally that easy. Guys, be early. If you're looking for cards to buy cards like these. Quarter centuries cheap behind 10 paywalls that no one's paying attention to right now. Because we put in the work, we put in the research for you guys. You know, and sometimes I question myself. It's like, how do I do this, man? Daily? How do I do on the road? What is going on? Look at that. 35 minutes. How do I do this, man? Hey, I ask myself sometimes that same question, but it's that desire, that burning desire, that passion that I have for Yu-Gi-Oh! And to be great. No one can take that away from you. So if you're listening to my voice right now, whatever you do in life, if you're listening to me at work, you know, in your job, or, you know, you have personal aspirations, dreams, desires, passions, you know, or if you're at H-Town and you're listening to me, come say hi tomorrow. Just follow through, man. Do what you love, but do it good. Don't do it halfway. All in or no win. You guys already know. You know, and there we go. We have Ground Zeno. No one's looking at this card. No one is paying attention to Ground Zeno. No one. I haven't met one soul that has mentioned this card to me in the last 3 months. No one is talking about Ground Zeno. So that's why your boy brings it up. Because the same thing, just like Pankratops, this is a Dino card that used to be like 30s and 40s, and people forgot it got reprinted. People forgot it got reprinted. Literally, Prismatic Secret, hard pull rates, hard to get, super scarce. We had a W shape from 4s to 6s, now crashing back down to new all-time lows, back down to the scene of the crime. And this is when you pick this card up. Anything sub 5s is a deal in steel. Don't let this card be up 2x on you. Don't let this card go from 750s as a pit stop and become a $10 card. As people realize, yo, what do I need for dinos? Finally, I can play dinos again now. Quarter centuries and Pankratops got unlocked from the ban list. You know, that one balance and this and that and the third. Yo, don't let this Prismatic Secret become 10s on you. That's all I got to say. I'm going to keep it simple with that one. Same as Lars, 10 reprint, Prismatic Secret. People picking up dino cards. And look, card was a buck and some change, has never looked back. Massive volume candle. The trend is your friend until the end. Higher lows and higher highs, and here we are going parabolic. You have a wall at 2, but after that wall quickly goes to 3s and beyond. So again, if you need this card, don't let it be 5 bones on you. That's all I gotta say. Don't let it be 5 bones on you. You come in and you get it early. You get it now at 2 bones, and then when this is 5s, you're up 2.5x, and you didn't even have time to notice. Same Xeno Meteorus. No one's paying attention to this penny stong. Same deal. Came as a Prismatic Secret. Beautiful. You know, Dino players, you know them. They're going to have their baby Ceratosaurus. They're going to have their Oviraptors. They're going to have them Conductors. So you come in here and you take advantage of these walls of China as shekels. Don't let this 40-cent card become $1 one day. We don't do that. We have Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. Same deal. Quarter century secret rare. Again, it was a buck and some change with massive walls of China. And you know what most people are gonna do? My bad. If I lower my thing, is just I need to fix the camera probably for tomorrow's video. But guys, the whole point is, you know, don't miss out. This card has been a buck and some change forever. You don't want to miss out. This card, as you can see, spiking up with the little W shape here to 2 bones. Again, the card was a buck and some change. Now it's 2 bones with the walls of China. And then after that wall, it goes to 270s. And then before you know it, the card is 3s and beyond. And you're like, how? Hero players, man. This has been easy money. We've always been mentioning this card. And little by little, 54 listings is panning out, guys. Don't let them walls dry up. And then you find yourself paying 3 to 5s for a card that was a $150. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. What else we got here? We got Relinquish Anima. Love this card. Always mention it. You know, retracing a little bit from 4s down to 4s. 384s right here, but that's good. That's good. This eventually, this card is going to be $5 down the line. I like Anima, just a great one, a great quarter century secret rare to get exposure to. Then we have Torrential Tribute, guys. Torrential Tribute. This is for the OGs. People are going to rush back. They're already going to get more Stampede like Delinquent Duels, OG nostalgia cards, and Dust Shoot and this. They're going to be like, yo, I need Torrential. So again, don't let this card. It's 237s. We were buying these at dollars. At dollars. There's Walls of China at 250. Don't take those for granted before the card hits threes. Was that threes and beyond. Guys, we have here Revolution Synchron. Same deal. No one's looking at this card now. You pick it up. Pick it up at around fours. Right here, you have the Walls of China. 40 listings. Come in 12 bones plus tax. Not bad. Get exposure. 4 pages only. The card is not as readily available as you would think. Volume candles are strong. I'd be picking up this card right now. Red Dragon Archfiend. We're telling you guys pick this card up at $1. The card now, it says, is what? 2's insane. 46 listings. I'm just showing you guys that the card is moving on up. Let's clean this up. Janitor style right here. Let's see. Boom. As we can see, the card is 350s. No way. No way, bro. I would have brought these to H-Town. None of y'all told me. And it's almost pushing 4 to 5s. Wild. Where you see the next big Walls of China, 5 bones, 2 pages only, 19 listings. We always knew this was money, man. I think I got my R9. Can't wait to get home. You know, I should have been moving these a Billy, add up 3.5x. Man, that's on me. But these, hey, the markets never sleep. Even while you're on the road, these moves happen. Insane. Edison, man, we told you guys at $1. Pick this card up. And here we are. Here we are, man. The game is that easy. Speedroid Terratop again, a great level 3. Guys, card was 350s, went down to 230s, and now a volume spike here. Again, back up to 3s. Don't take this for granted. Hey, there's walls here, $10 a playset, give or take. You get exposure, guys. You don't want to make sure, you know, again, don't miss out. Don't miss out. 3 bones, you come in with 10, 11 bones, you get your playset, and you live to fight another day. Light and Darkness, same deal. For older formats, Edison, or whatever format it is, you get this card. You get this card. Card was $1 and some change. People taking these prices for granted. And look, walls are $1.69. That's good. You come in here, and you get $5. Playset, card looks lovely. I have like 20 of these because I believe one day there's going to easily 2.53x down the line, and your boy is going to be running for them hills as a happy camper. We have Chimera Tech Fortress. Again, Dragon, this card has always been between a Billy and a Billy 50. Right here, you have a wall at $1.29. Don't let this one do what Red Dragon Archfiend did. Don't let this $1.29 card become 350s and then $5 down the line. People need these for their extra decks. You want to make sure that you have these now so you can give it to them at higher prices when they continue to need this card. Number support coming, guys. Number 39, Utopia Double. Again, we were talking this card at around 30 cents, telling you guys to come in for $1 to get 3. And now, you know, the card is pushing 2 quarters a pop, 100 listings, and then it's going to be a Billy, and people are going to still act surprised. Why? Because no one's focusing on the tins. No one's focusing on these quarter-century secret rares. Everyone's just focusing on the latest and greatest. People forgot about the 2024 tins, but we're here to remind you. So you can make sure you be picking up these penny stocks when no one's looking at them, and then when you're giving it to them at 2, 3, 5 bones, they don't know. They don't know that you were early and you were picking this card up at Shekels. The game is that easy. Literally, guys, we got honest. We got honest here, retracing from a $1.40 50 back down to a $1.25. You pick it up. You pick it up, man. You pick it up. We were always talking about this card at a bone, a Billy, a bean, $1, $1. So again, now you pick it up. You pick it up right here from this wall of China. You got time, no rush in a sense. But again, you come in, honest is honest. Not a bad quarter century to be picking up right now. Then we have Parallel Exceed. Always like this card. It's a matter of time before it cycles back into the meta as a Cyber's card. Great mini engine, guys. This card is still at around $1. No way. A couple of one-ups. The walls are at $1.68. Around 67. Don't let this card, hey, $5 a playset, you come in, you get exposure. As you can see, these volume candles that no one else is paying attention to, that is the time. Those are the buy signals. That means you come in and you buy with the volume before that volume curves the price back up, you know, and it becomes more expensive. Then we have Infernal Flame Banshee. Wanted to give you guys an update after this card spiking from $1 and some change to 350s. Right now it's holding strong around 276s. And after those 12s is a $3 card and beyond, guys. So again, if you need it, don't let this be a 5-piece on you. Don't do that. Don't let this be a 5-piece McNuggies from Mickey D's. Nah, man, you want the 3-piece. In this case, you know, anything under 3 is good before the card eventually becomes 5 bones, potentially. Down the line, we had gigantic champion sagas, cards that used to be worth billies, now are shekels in a higher technical, again, higher rarity, but you can see the card has been going parabolic here from shekels to more shekels. So again, don't let this be a billy. You have walls at 2/4 a pop. You come in, you get exposure to great prismatic secret rares. Don't miss out. And then we have green gadget, again, 1/4 century secret rare. You know, don't forget about this. Don't forget about this gadget card. Again, guys, you want to make sure you get exposure to this 1/4 century secret rare at shekels. Again, I believe these 1/4 centuries eventually they're all going to hit billies. You can see the volume is consistent. Yes, you're going to have the wands of China for now, but we're talking about long term. These cards have great projection down the line. Don't miss out. And lastly, we have Therion King Regulus, a prismatic secret that I'd be picking up at around $1 billion some change, guys. You come in, you get exposure. This card might see play in the future. You want to be early. You want to be early rather than late. You come in here, card that no one's looking at, that might actually see play in a future deck. You definitely want to get exposure to a great penny stock like this, man. What a way to end this market watch in this video, man. Wow. We're what, 45 minutes in, 46 minutes in, even on the road? Guys, respect the hustle, man. If you made it this far out in here, respect the grind, you know, and providing value to you guys. Make sure you subscribe on the way out. Like the video on the way out. I gladly appreciate it. Guys, let me get out of here, man. Your boy needs some rest, man. But much love to the community. You guys are straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe. Ring that bell. Make sure you stay tuned. Guys, like the video on the way out. I gladly appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.